everyone, I'm Lisa. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 3-Day Bender, which is the official curling iron for DryBar. They do have a flat iron. I actually don't have any trouble getting my hair straight. The blow dryer works great, which is also called their Buttercup. So I actually don't need that, so I didn't try it out. But I do need help with getting curls like you see today. And my curling iron just died, so I took it as a sign that I should go ahead and try a new curling iron, even though this one was $130. Now, just like the blow dryer, do not buy this from DryBar. Go ahead and buy it from Sephora. You're going to get points with Sephora, and it's so much money that you're going to get a lot of points with Sephora, and it's totally worth it to just get it from them. I haven't seen it discounted or on sale anywhere else. It's just $130. I don't think they even sell them in bulk to Sephora, or maybe they have a deal where Sephora is not allowed to sell them at a discount, so that people that aren't incentivized to buy there instead of DryBar. So you could possibly get a used one, but inside the box, there's basically just a curling iron, which I've taken out. So this is the curling iron. Now, it does have what they call a rotating barrel. I actually do not like the rotating barrel. I am from the 1980s where barrels did not rotate, so I find it extremely difficult to use a curling iron with a rotating barrel. This too, just so you know, I don't know if you can see, there's a gap in between the curling iron and this clamp. So when you put your hair in here, it just kind of slides out. It doesn't stay inside the clamp. You'll see, I'll show you how I curled my hair. I actually had to hold my hair down until it wrapped around to hold itself in place. Now, if you pull really hard, this barrel will rotate. And I think that's good for people who are looking for those big, I think they're hair blowouts called the Mai Tai, that has those wispy beach curls. I actually don't like that. I just like more of a tighter curl. And again, maybe that's because I'm from the 80s, I'm not really sure. But so if you don't pull very hard though, and you just kind of hold it very lightly in place, it won't rotate on you, right? It'll just kind of stick there. So that's fine. It does have heat settings, so you'll notice there's a little on-off button here. So when I turn it on, I don't know if you can see this, mine was at 400 degrees before. It defaults to 350 to start up. So you'll notice the temperature is going up. I don't know if you can see that. But it is at 400 degrees in the time it took me to try to focus this camera. So it is extremely fast. You do not need to preheat it like you do the old curling irons from, again, the 80s and the 90s. You'll just be wasting a lot of electricity, and it does suck up a lot of heat, so you don't want to do that unless you really enjoy a high electricity bill. The other thing too is she has recommended settings on there. So 400 to 430 is the recommendation for thick, medium to thick hair. I don't have coarse hair where it's hard to curl, so I don't need to go past 410 degrees and my hair is just fine. I think if you go any higher for your hair type, you'll end up like that one girl that was on the Ellen DeGeneres show who just burnt off her entire hair. So don't do that. I'll put up the recommended guidelines for the hair for you in the details below. If you want this look, which is just a standard curl out, it's a little 70s looking. I actually really like it. It's very tight right now. I just finished curling it. It tends to loosen up over the night, but again, do not expect it to loosen up like your other curling iron. I'm not sure they have this thing called ionic technology or something. She has a little trademark next to it, but whatever it is, it does hold my hair much better than any other curling iron I've ever used. So should you make a curling iron faux pas and expect that it will just kind of lengthen out and straighten out on its own, that is actually not true. You should probably just re-wet your hair, blow dry it, and start again. Now, I did start out with completely straight hair. I blow dried my hair. You'll notice I'm not even using a brush. I think the only brush I own is a paddle brush that my roommate Amy bought me about a decade ago. I think if you do a good job with conditioner, you don't really need a brush, especially if you don't have tangly hair, which I don't. So you'll notice I'm gonna hold it just for a second, mostly because I'm from the 80s, old school, but not too long because you don't want to burn off your hair. When you take it out, the most important part, and that's smoke, so maybe I left it in too long. What you want to do is make sure that you don't brush it out. So leave it intact in that curl. I don't take thin wisps of hair. I actually have a pretty thick thing of hair right here. Otherwise, you know, you could be curling your hair forever. I don't know if anyone remembers those old curling irons from the 80s. I think I actually still have one. And they were the spiral curling irons. And I would be up 2 hours before I had to leave for school in the morning just to curl my hair, because spiral perms were in back then, and anyone who has Asian hair knows that you cannot perm your hair. It is a disaster. Something about the hair being shaped on a molecular level as a triangle or something like that. I don't know, it's terrible. It looks like you stuck your finger in a light socket. It is truly the worst thing you could do for your hair, and I am so glad the 80s are over. When you are ready and your hair is completely cooled down, the important part is not to do a big upside down where you fluff your hair. You just want to loosely pull it out with your fingers. Again, no brushes. Like I told you, I don't even own a brush. That's all you want to do is pull it out a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Don't try to brush it. Don't try to do anything else. And it will naturally just kind of settle. So just put your hand, I usually just put my hand by my scalp and just shake it a little. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you want me to do any more beauty or hair vlogs, leave a comment below. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Every Monday I post fitness tips for riders. Wednesdays I do fitness product reviews. Friday, I give out boy advice. So have a great day.